Johnny! Johnny, you good? You good? You good, 10? Everyone's behind? Time's on. Release! Play release, please. And use it!
Good afternoon, everyone. Apologies for the lateness of the start. I'll explain the reasons why in a wee minute. Just let the game start playing just now. There's Craig Finletter on the ball. Magnus Henry's in. Looks like Hugo Crush is bursting down the wing, but he's well tackled there into touch. Great start by the home side. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Graham Finletter, and the views expressed in this live stream are those of mine alone and not of Highland Rugby Club. Welcome to Canal Park today, where the home side are playing Aberdeen Grammar. It's a balmy 3 degrees centigrade in Inverness. There is no wind, no snow and no ice. For those watching in black and white, Highland are playing in red and green, and they're now on the attack with the Grammar throw-in. Good steal there from Highland in the centre of the line out. Comes to the backs. Seamus Ross trying to do a bit of dancing. Ball's available. Coming wide, Callum Carson. Rory Carson. Well retrieved by the Grammar defence. They take the opportunity to run through the Highland team quickly. Number 1, Stephen Murray. 2, Ollie Smith on his debut at home. 3, Johnny Milton. 4, Owen McDonald. 5, Grant Jameson. 16, Callum Carson. 7, Sean Blair. 8, Andrew Finletter. Number 9, Hugo Crush. 10, Rory Carson. 11, Craig Finletter. 12, Seamus Ross. 13, Rupini Rockagunduni. 14, Magnus Henry. And 15, Rory McDonald. I'll run through the Grammar team when we get another break. Good take at the front by Andrew Finletter. Confident throw in for the first time for Ollie Smith. Highland trying to keep them all alive. Ball's out. Magnus Henry cuts into the number 8. Ball's available again. A bit slow. Oh, McDonald on the short side there. Ball still available, still going wide. Seamus Ross, a bit of knock on from Rory McDonald. Not sure why that's not given us a knock on. Knocked it on and caught it back off the Grammar player. Another knock on there from Rocco. Grammar in possession. Looking to break out of their own 22. Rory Carson trying to strip the ball. Do a kick. That's a kick to touch. Run through the Grammar team as per the programme. Number 1, Sean McDonald. 2, Liam Buchan. 3, Mark Galloway. 4, Cameron Robertson. 5, Aaron Robertson. 6, Jack Burnett. 7, Johnny Spence. 8, Tafion Osborne. Number 9, Patrick Ritchie. 10, Sam Knutson. 11, Gregor Gourley. 12, Paul Paxton. 13, Craig Shepherd. 14, Ben Renton. And 15, Donald Kennedy. And we're off. Highland have taken possession from that line out. Andrew Finletter makes a break. Ball's going left. There is a bit of an overlap, but Grammar are up fast. Bit of an overthrow. Craig Finletter takes it, but it's pushed into touch. Looks like an offside against Grammar. Rory Carson is going to kick for touch. As I said earlier, I've got to apologise for the lateness of my arrival. We have 90 odd people at hospitality day at the club. In the kitchen, we're just needing all their time to get everybody served. So I had to rush my chicken. Highland throw in to the middle. Owen McDonald takes it. Oh, referee's given a cross in at the line out. So no try to Highland. Callum get out of there. For those watching from around the world on this free live stream, I'd like to make mention that you're watching for free. I'll put my bank details on the screen at the end of the match if you'd like to make any donation. And a special welcome to any Grammar supporters watching today. And then Grammar makes the touch. If you'd like a shout out, please put your name on the YouTube feed. So a Grammar put in at the line out. Goes to the front, looks as if it was knocked on slightly, yep. Good crowd at Canal Park today, bearing in mind the time of year. Mostly men, because I think the women they're all away shopping. Highland rooting for a steady platform here for the backs to get involved. Quite a pacey set of backs out today. Good scrum from Highland, making distance. Scrum's collapsed. The referee saying there's a bit of twisting there going on. I'm not sure if I agree with that. I think it's just the Highland loose head pushed more. As I said earlier, Ollie Smith is starting his first home game at hooker, so congratulations to him. Kev Brown's injured. I asked him what he thought of Ollie, and he says, well, he throws in better than me and he tackles better than me. So hopefully that's the future of the club. But I'm sure there's another season left in you yet, Kev. Especially when your wife Amy's playing women's rugby. We mentioned the women's rugby. There's an aspiring league fixtures here tomorrow. There's 5 or 6 different clubs attending. And Highland and Mansion put out 2 sides, which is a great achievement because at the start of the season we're struggling to get 3 or 4 girls down. So it's really well done by the coaches, led by Brian Crush. The bar will be open tomorrow. I'm sure there'll be some of us down requiring a reviver. I've got the excuse of walking the dog, so I'll be here. We've got an injury to the Grammar player. So another Highland put into the scrum. Craig Finletter's come off his wing. Another good scrum from Highland. Andrew Finletter, a crushy to Rocco, breaks through the centre, cuts back inside, looking for support. Seamus Ross is on his tail. Wall's coming right, looking for the prash, Sean Blair. Oh, Rory McDonald could have scored there himself. The Highlanders scored through Owen McDonald. Great start to the game. Just as Rory gets set up for the conversion attempt. This is the last home game of the year for Highland. In the last 2 weeks, won away at Watsonians, which was a great result. And then a last minute defeat away at Ayr which was a bit of a killer last weekend. After this weekend, we've got an away game at Dundee, so we're looking to continue on the winning way, should we win today. Grammar arrived today, having been relegated from the Premiership last season and currently sitting second bottom in that one on 10 points. It's fair to say they're finding it quite difficult to adjust to life in that one. And the home side dropped one place to 6th after the last minute loss there last weekend, but have a game in hand on Biggar, who sit 2 points above Highland. So that was a misconversion by Rory Carson. So it's a restart from Grammar. Quite a low daisy cutter to Rocco. He'll be looking to break some space. He loves this surface. Is he holding on there? No, the referee allows it to go on. Looks like a penalty to Highland. Highland were quite lucky there. Hugo Crush early. Callum Carson gives it wide. Andrew Finner looking for a knock on there. It's not been given by the referee. Grammar in possession. Oh, sorry, Highland managed to take it back. Sean Blair tries to break through. Rory Carsh puts ball to the air, recovered by the Grammar winger, who does a wee chip forward, but it's taken by Hugo Crush, who puts it wide to Rory Carsh. Again tries to put it in behind the Grammar defence, not quite made it. They're going to run from deep from their own 22. So a missed tackle there from Rory. Grammar trying to punch some holes in the Highland defence, still in possession. Well stopped in the middle field there with Seamus Ross. Grammar coming wide, good high ball, tackle. Highland over it, but the ball's available. Got a bit of an overlap here. Good tackle from Rocco. Grammar centre, he's tackled, his knee was down, so should release him. Grammar ball for the big pack to run forward, but it's half ripped and it's away. Andrew Finletter's in possession. Pass to Rocco. It's going to go wide, looking for an overlap. Andrew Finletter's away again. Nice pass to his brother Craig Finletter, who scores. Well done, children. It's the best you've gotten on for years. Good interlink in play there from Highland when the ball became available. I believe there's only a couple of games on in that one today. One is at Stirling, another one's here. There's a game in Orkney and there's a game in Shetland. So obviously the bad weather for once hasn't been too far north and it stayed down in the central belt. Better kick from Rory this time, but I think he's a bit short. Yeah, just underneath it a bit. So it's Highland 10, Grammar 0. I'd like to thank Neil Rennie for doing touch again. The ball's going to the right, a bit higher this time. Take by Andrew Finletter, it went backwards. Hugo Crush trying to break through. Trying up the short side. It's a knock on from Grammar. Rory Carsh puts it into touch. Just halfway, between halfway and the 10-yard line. Be a Highland throw in. Young Ollie's made his throw-ins so far. Hope it's not a kiss of death. Oh, a bit long, but Highland retrieve it. But no, they're not down the net. Grammar take advantage of that loose line out from Highland. Sean Blair makes a good tackle in midfield. Sorry, Owen McDonald does. So a penalty to Grammar. A wee bit of overlap here. Great tackle from Rocco. And then they go back for the offside. The Grammar ball. And they want to take the points. Ooh. Taking the points. Yeah, quick mention, the second 15, they suffered a rare defeat last week at Murray, but still sit top of Cali 2, having played 2 more games than second place Murray. The Raptors were supposed to be having a home game today against Grammar seconds, but Grammar were unable to field the team due to illness. So Grammar inside centre, cues up the ball. It's a good strike, but he's a bit short. Rory McDonald retrieves and goes for touch, but doesn't make it. Grammar in possession. Highland over the ball, but just get knocked off there. Referee's given another penalty to Grammar. Didn't quite see that one. They went up the blind side. Inside ball there. Well taken. Johnny Milton's all over it like a rash. The referee's going to take them back for the original infringement. Surely go for touch this time. No, he's going for posts. I think he's maybe only closer by about 5 yards from where he was earlier. Not sure if this shows the intent of the of the away side. A better strike, but I think it's still short and wide. Craig Finletter boots the ball and makes touch. Just about 5 yards inside the Highland 10-yard line. Or 10 maybe. So Grammar put in at the line out. Be looking for some first phase ball here. Get their backs running. Haven't seen much from them so far. It's a bit an overthrow, but it's taken at the back by Grammar. Ball's available, but slow. Andrew Finletter over it and wins it. Seamus Ross, quick pass. Highland break up the left-hand side. Going to come to the open side now. Seamus Ross breaks through again. He's had a good start to the game. Craig Finletter in, looking for some work. Tackled, but he's made some yards. Ball's available. Highland still coming down the short side. Oh, not a good pass from Rory. So kicked out by Highland.
you're running.
So there'll be a Grammar put in at the line out. 5-man called by Grammar. Centre ball not contested by Highland. And just past the gain line now. Ball still available. Highland are up fast, but it's cut out. And a nice out the door pass from Grammar. Rory Carson's well back. Pass it on to Hugo Crush, who gives it a big Magnus. He's going to run from his own half. He's up against forwards. Ball's available and Crushy breaks down to the blind. Looking for support. Good chip forward. So you've got the pace on the winger. Centre's there. Good kick.
No.
The referee's given a tackle without the ball, I think. So that's a penalty to Grammar. Good break by Crushy down the blind side here. And his eyes open, sees what was playing in front of him.
Number. Okay, he's pushed him up.
Okay, kick to touch from Grammar. The Grammar put in.
Highland. Pick up. Front man.
Another 5-man line out.
No. Five. Five's called then. One drop. If it's 5, one drop. Lads, what are your numbers? Full line out. The full line out, do you want to call?
Another middle ball that's thrown over. Tackled by Owen McDonald at the back. Callum Carson's in there.
Tackled!
Other players following the Highland side, but he's got the ball back. Trying to run from their own 22. Giving it wide. It's well tackled in midfield. Ball still available. Highland have got numbers. We come back inside. A wrap around. Crushy just slipped there.
Ball's there. Use it, Highland.
Ball's out. Grant Jameson nearly picks it up.
Called, use it.
I'm told he's a forward. Get out the road. Sidestep, trying to get through the tackle.
Red, no.
Really nice move there from Rory Cars. Fast hands from Highland. Back into Craig Finter, just short by a couple of yards. Highland penalty. Seamus Ross back in possession. Rocco's got it in one hand, usual Fijian play. Big overlap here for Highland, the ball can come out.
No advantage,
not available.
Lads. You're off. Over here.
So back to Highland for a penalty.
No, yeah, it's on the 5. No, it's on the 5. On the 5.
Tap from Highland. Held up by the Grammar defence. And held up well.
So you could have come over
the ball.
22 is the first one. Front man, please. Front man. On the line, lads, on the line. Hook up. Thank you. Thanks, yeah. On the X. Bind! Set!
Another good scrum from Highland. Grammar on the way back. Oh, ref.
Out the tunnel.
Out the tunnel, he
Ball
says.
come out the tunnel. Can't play it.
Really good
Ball
scrum
comes out the
from
tunnel,
Highland.
can't play it. Scrum. Yeah. Ball came at the
Grammar's been told to get out.
advantage for side entry.
Another penalty to Highland. Ball's not quite available there.
Time's off.
The referee's going to speak to
4.
the Grammar. Number
4.
4. A big floating pass. Rory McDonald on to Magnus Henry. He's held up slightly for a minute. He's still making yards. Big Magnus. 17 stone on the hoof.
Thank you.
Good midfield play again. Stuart Watson, so many more stone on the hoof, makes it away.
Perfect. Cheers. Bye bye.
Okay, Callum, you good? Where is he? Good. Yeah, you good, 12. Everyone's behind. Time's on.
Yeah, we're back. I just want to say apologies.
Nice front man. Stay up, Red.
Now
Now
start
leave
with
it.
Highland possession. Slow ball. Shoveling back, slow ball, but Rocco makes a break again.
Touch.
It's like a touch, the referee says.
Okay.
Apologies for the delay again, but there's a...
Okay, yeah, but if you're going to make that line, he's entitled to come for you, because if you're going to tip it to you, well, he's supposed to be hands off. Enough.
Yeah,
Cheers,
sorry,
lads,
it
got
was
head up.
held up there by some
Time's off. Time's off.
spectators handing out the whiskey for Christmas. Got to apologise, the last 10 minutes weren't live streamed with some technical issues at this end. But hopefully they've been overcome and you're listening to me now.
What's numbers, lads? 4.
Just apologise if
four.
I slagged you off in the last 10 minutes
Okay.
of the first half. But
What's up, boys?
because it wasn't a live stream, you wouldn't have heard me, so that's all good. So we're back now. Grammar put in a shot and line out. Quick throw into the front. Trying to get some holes in the centre there. Still in possession. Good tackle,
No.
Rocco's over the ball. He's stolen it. Yeah. Oh, don't know there.
Place your hands on the deck.
Oh, he said his hands on the deck. Grammar making a quick pass. Held up by Callum Carson. Big prop. He's holding on. Oh, the referee's coming that way again. 10 yards.
Callum, you've asked for discipline, you sort it out. No clear release.
Not a good start from Highland there at the start of the second half. And the bad books to the referee. Grammar looting a kick to touch. Wee chip kick.
Okay, get away. Don't need it. You've asked for the discipline. Okay, some you as well. Lads, use the line, please.
So we have Grammar put in. Still trying to decide what they're going to do.
5. They have the mark on the 5.
Good throw into the middle there for Grammar. Got possession. They're getting pushed back here, but they're broken down the blind side.
Short! Green away!
Too short, the referee says. Highland under a bit of pressure here.
Use our
Start of the second half. Grammar put back again.
All good, through the middle.
Good tackle through by Callum Carson. Grammar still got possession. But Highland get over the ball, well retrieved.
Clear release, won the contest. Hold on.
There's Craig Finlater over the ball there. Not sure what he was doing there off his wing, but whatever. And Luton try to run it from their own 22 here. Magnus Henry going wide, needs a bit of support. Ball still available. Comes squirming out of the back of that ruck.
Tackled! Okay, and use it!
Sean Blair repassed his Grant Jameson. Slow
Balls
ball
in,
again.
balls in.
Rory Carr trying to inject some pace in here. Craig Finlater breaks through his tackle and he's away. Looking for the overlap.
Nope.
Hugo Crush looking for Ollie Smith, who's well up with play. Ball's available again. Big overlap wide if they go. It's held up by Stephen Murray. Got to go wide. Oh, Grant Jameson just knocks it on there.
Okay.
That's a shame. And a 4-2 overlap there, Highland.
And a half.
We're back to scrum for Grammar. Just like to thank Robust Clinic today for providing the pitchside physiotherapy services. Our club doctor, Andy Kent's not here today, he's away on his travels again. But I'd also like to thank Walrus and Coxrue Wine Bar in Inverness who are sponsoring the Man of the Match prize.
Get.
To be honest, I don't think there's anybody standing out at the moment for Man of the Match on either side.
Bind.
If you think somebody is, please get in touch. Now a big scrum from Highland. And the ball's come out on Highland side. Rojo gives the dummy pass but slips.
Release 9, no!
Grammar told to release. We chip over the top from Hugo Crush. It's still in play. Oh, and he's went in touch there. Oh, I thought the referee blew his whistle there. But Grammar have come away with it.
Release Green!
Big kick forward there.
Stop!
Rojo takes the catch. A lot of space in front of him. Putting back inside. Ball goes behind. Andrew Finletter takes it. Seamus Ross. Oh, thrown interception pass. 15 goes back looking for his forwards.
Didn't touch
the ball bounces forward. It's not a knock on from Grammar and they retain possession.
It's a clear release.
Over the ball.
It's a clear release.
No release.
He's won the contest.
Well done, Grant Jameson. I already mentioned earlier there's 90 odd people at hospitality at the club today, so thanks to all the companies and individuals who have come down and supported Christmas Jumper Day today.
Cheers. Take it on the line.
Mikey Gordon's come on for Highland in place of Craig Finletter, I think. Yep.
We're inside. He's doing it, okay.
Mikey's been playing really well for the seconds.
Side.
So Highland throw in. Oh, had the ball and then it went forward off Grant Jameson. Hammer in possession, try to drive the ball out of their own 22.
No, Green, no! Use it! Right guard. Wait.
Really slow ball
here
for Grammar.
No.
So it'll be a kick. A kick into touch. So it'll be a Highland put in.
Okay.
Let's mention that the club are having a volunteers Christmas party next Saturday, 7 p.m.
Highland numbers.
So thank you for all the volunteers within the club who have supported the club throughout its centenary year. So come along. If you haven't had an invite, just come along. Free food, a couple of free drinks and a cocktail. Highland on the front foot. Nice pass off Seamus Ross to Callum Carson. Andrew Finletter looking to take on his man and he takes a handoff. Good score. It's a good try from Highland from the line out. Good break from Callum Carson. Made the initial dent.
Let me get. Got that from you if you want. Cheers.
Rory Carson lining up. Good strike from Rory Carson. Oh, just shaved wide there. So that makes the score Highland 29, Aberdeen Grammar 7. Callum Carson takes the restart at pace. Grammar over the ball there.
1-1 the contest. Callum. Clear mistake, I don't need attitude.
Referee saying doesn't need Callum Carson's attitude there, so Grammar make the 10-yard forward from the penalty. Quick tap down the blind side. Sean Blair over the ball again, does really well.
Ball, lifting it up.
Grammar player down, injured there.
Give me a second. Come. Okay, that's about their discipline. Okay, it's 2 offences from you there. Okay,
That's what I did, sir.
okay,
The
so
boy
he
shot the ball in the
pushed it, he threw it back, happened to hit you, okay?
Johnny Milton comes on for Stuart Watson. 5 minutes into the second half. Grammar Trail just taking a couple of minutes to compose himself.
We got a sub on for him? Okay.
Looking for the line number 5 to go off there. So it'll be a Highland ball. Got to say Ollie Smith played really well in his opening home game for the club. Really accurate with his line out throwing, gotten about the park well.
Wait.
Once again, hits his jumper. Grant Jameson comes back on the blind side. Another pod sitting outside there. Callum Carson, Andrew Finnetter. Ball's available. Looking for the backs now. Looking for a hole. Oh, some nice breaks there. Mighty Gordon gets his first touch. Gets past the first tackle. Highland still going up the blind side. Looking for the numbers.
Release 3.
Mighty Gordon takes again. Gets through a good few tackles there. Need to swing it wide here, Highland. Ollie Smith bursts through. Needs to come wide here. And look forward to me. The referee was in line. Jamie Carson's also on for Rory McDonald. Thought Grant Jameson's left foot was in touch there, but got away with it. We knock on from a low pass there, Johnny Milton. Grammar come blind again. That's a good tackle. We'll come back for the knock on. I'd also like to thank all the vets involved in the club. They've managed to make the wonderful donation of £4,000 in the centenary year to MFR kids, which means a lot of kids in the Highland area will be getting some Christmas presents. And also part of that £4,000, £2,000 came from Gavin MacDonald for his sale of his own branded whisky. Grammar on the back foot again from the scrum, but they do secure it. They've not got much outside there. Held up, Highlander over the ball again. Sean Blair looked good, but the referee's given a penalty. Good bit of possession here for Grammar. We're going to come back for the offside, I think. Tap from Grammar. Well tackled in midfield. On the short side, they've got no men here. Fullback's looking for some support. Finds a prop. Grammar looking to come wide. Says. Unfortunately, we've got some technical issues with the ref's mic. Must be the time of year. It is a bit cold here. Maybe the batteries have been getting a bit low. But still a great afternoon for a game of rugby at this time of the year. So Grammar put in. Highland looking to put them on the back foot here. Good scrum again from Highland, but it's not as dominant as our previous ones. Grammar go forward, but is it knocked on? Rocco kicks it on. Oh, and it's scuttled forward. Mighty Gordon's got it. Oh, he's taken back by the referee. Not sure what for. I'm saying the ref mic's not working at the minute. So that's a tap penalty I think Grammar are going to go for. Going on the left hand side. Well repelled by the Highland defence. Highland need to get some possession here. But they're defending well at the minute. Best bit of play that Grammar have had all game. Sustained pressure. Still a Grammar ball. Oh, it's a penalty to Grammar. I think the referee might go to his pocket here. Yeah, yellow card to Highland. Not sure he's pointed it to yet. No, it looks like Owen McDonald, I think. So Highland down to 14 for the next 10 minutes. Quick tap from Grammar. Well held up by the Highland defence. Another penalty the referee's saying. Winger coming off his wing, looking for work. Straight in front of the posts. Grammar still got a penalty to come back to if required. But they make the score. Which is maybe quite good for Highland, because if the referee had to go back, he might be looking to get another yellow card. Home crowd went a bit quiet at the minute. Highland need to regroup here. Get some possession, start playing in the Grammar half. Not sure if my old mucker Keith Oddie's listening to this. Me and Keith used to play together in Orkney, and Keith went down and played at Grammar for a number of years. So Keith and family, please have a good Christmas if you're listening. And the kick's good from Grammar. So that makes the score Highland 29, Grammar 14. Home side needs some possession here. get some front foot ball. They need to pick up the pace of the game. Rory Carson puts it deep. Kick from Grammar on own 22. Into touch on the 10-yard line. Highland a man down now, so there'll be one less in the line out. Highland have cut the line out to 5. Good take from Highland in the middle. Andrew Finler looking to punch a hole in the Grammar defence. Ball's available again. Let's come out the back door. Rory Carson, quick pass. Jamie Carson, nice pass back inside. Still available, kicked on by Callum Carson. Oh, and a bit of football there on the far side. A lot of players I think were wondering if they're offside or not. The Grammar take the big, quick throw in. Half tackle by Hugo Crush. Grammar have got the ball. They certainly picked up the pace in the second half, Grammar. The centre's broken through a few tackles there. They're held up in their own 22. Ball comes forward to Highland. Rory Carson picks it up. Passes to Jamie Carson. Makes a good break, but a good tackle from Grammar. Ball still available on the Highland side. Ollie Smith makes a couple of yards, supported by Stephen Murray. The ball's with a big overlap here for Highland. Need to get the ball moving. Rocco's there. Good sidestep inside, and he's ghosted past. Good score. Highland had the overlap here. We need to try and exploit that a bit more. Just we're waiting for Rory Carson to make the kick. We have a shout out to ex-president Jeff Begg, all round good guy. Unfortunately it's not available to come down to the getting the presents all together, and he managed to trip over an elf at the bar. I find that hard to believe myself, because Jeff never usually anywhere near a bar, especially if he's got to buy. Early charge from Grammar. Rory Carson composes himself again. Gets a good hit just underneath the crossbar. So that now makes the score Highland 34, Aberdeen Grammar 14. That's a good score from Highland, especially with a man down. I say I've got no ref mic, so I can't tell you when Owen McDonald will be back on after his yellow card sin bin. Grammar have got a player injured. Not sure if they've got another replacement. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm not sure. Back inside looking for support. Oh, a nice pass away, good support, Callum Carson, Seamus Ross. This could be a great try if it manages to get it away. Good take from Magnus Henry, what a great try. That could be try of the season certainly for Highland. If not, we will have to put that forward to the SRU try of the month. A really good try from Highland from their own half. I think Highland trying to show now that the benefit of playing on this surface, I've said before, it's consistent, we train on it, we play on it, and I think it tires other teams out. Certainly exposed a lot of gaps in the Grammar defence there. Good dink this time from Rory Carse. Oh, but he's just wide. Had the distance, but just wide of the right hand upright. So that makes the score Highland 39, Aberdeen Grammar 14. According to Marcel and Joe, there's probably around about 15 minutes left in the game. Highland will be looking for the same restart as they had just a couple of minutes ago. Sean Blair underneath it. But it's broken for Grammar. Grammar in possession on the Highland 22. Out the back there from the centre. I thought it was knocked on there. And referees let it go. Grammar coming on the short side here. Another out the door back pass, but good tackles from Highland. Ball's available for Grammar. It's well tackled back with Johnny Milton. Ollie Smith over the ball there. Still in Grammar possession. Good defence from Grammar. Mighty Gordon trying to get over the ball.
Up the ruck.
Grammar going through the centre of the ruck.
Clear. Thank you.
Trying to make some holes in the Highland defence. Highland taking possession. I think Grant Jameson retrieves it there in midfield. Rory Carse puts the boot to ball. Nobody home there in the Grammar defence. So a nice bounce, and Magnus Henry's retrieved it. Well, a fair bit of luck there from Magnus. Great kick from Rory Carson though. Shows the most if you chase a ball, you never know what's going to happen.
Front of the post.
Yeah, I think Grammar are down to 14 players at the moment. So Rory Carson looking for the additional 2 points right in front of the post. It's underneath it this time. It's a good score. Should make Highland 46, Grammar 14. Somewhere around 10 minutes left.
He's on. Yeah.
Oh, got the ref mic back. He's saying that Highland are back to full strength. So I think it's 15 against 14 at the minute. It's knocked back there from Owen McDonald, who's just come on. Johnny Milton shunting it up. Highland looking to push it wide, but Seamus Ross straightens up. It's a bit isolated there. I think Highland's still got the ball. A wee bit of an overlap here again. Jamie Carson looking for the ball inside. The mighty Gordon, maybe should have given it there, Mikey. But he's held up well by the Grammar defence. Penalty to Highland. Another good break from Highland though. So I just did another count. Grammar are back to 15 players, which is good. We punt forward from Highland onto the 5-yard line of Grammar. Got Rory Mighton's come on. Hugo Crush just went off and Rory McDonald's come back on at scrum half. So Highland put in again to the front this time, taking it at the front by Andrew Finlater. Owen McDonald trying to break through and popped it up, but it's been knocked on. Quick ball from Grammar. kicked it out in the touch. Obviously, you don't want a fist fight in a line out.
Yes. Wait.
Another great show from young Ollie. The tail of the line for Highland.
Through now.
Highland pushing the maul forward. Giving it wide. Mighty Gordon's come off his wing. Breaks through a couple of tackles. Ball's available. Going up the short side. Well stopped and tackled there by Grammar. Highland held up. Mike Gordon looking for work again, but unfortunately just knocked it on there. Just like to take the opportunity just now to thank everybody for all their contributions towards the Highland Centenary this year. It's been a great success. As I say, it's going to culminate in the Volunteers Christmas party next week. We'll be making an announcement in the early new year with regards to the donations we're making to the various charities that the club are supporting throughout the year. Which is Alzheimer's Scotland, Doddy Weir and Mikey's Line. Now a good scrum from Highland going forward, but Grammar got it at the base there. It's a bit isolated. Grammar deep in their own 22.
Did it come?
And they look for the kick. No, they're still trying to run it out.
No.
Good charge down there from Callum Carson, I think. And then a knock on, is it?
He wasn't.
It's a Highland ball.
Back foot.
The referee's telling Grammar he wasn't offside. Might have been close, but on this occasion he wasn't. So Highland scrum.
On the F5.
Last few minutes of the game. 8 minutes or so left. According to my Timex watch. So there'll be a Highland put in. Mighty Gordon's wide on his line, on his wing here. Good push forward from Highland. They're going to push it all the way here.
Okay, you both come up.
The referee's saying they're both coming up.
Yes. Yes. Wait. Lads. Yeah. Yes, you. Straight. You. Don't come up.
The referee
Don't come
telling
up.
the props to push straight.
Yes. So I am asking, give me a positive image.
My mind, if you're not pushing straight, then it's a penalty.
Positive image, legal dominance. You get the reward. Crouch!
Here we go. Scrum line. Let's go.
Bang!
Ball at the bat again for Highland, trying to push it on. Trying to get the referee's mind for another penalty to try. Scrum's going forward, referee's arms up.
Bound in the scrum.
Penalty to Highland.
22, not bound. Scrum. Scrum wasn't complete, you got to stay in.
Highland will let for another scrum.
Stay in until. Okay.
Can I confirm that
Scrum needs to be completed. Still needs to be in the,
as long as I'm bound?
in the scrum.
Ready, ball in. Ready now. Seconds. Let's go. Ready now.
Highland will be looking to get to the 50-point mark here with the pressure they've got in the last few minutes. Another good scrum, ball's at number 8's feet. Scrum's moving forward. Ball's out now, it's missed the tackle. Kick forward for Mighty Gordon to meet. And the ball's chasing up, yes. Good score. Great kick there, I think, from Rory Carson. Great end on end, which meant the ball was rotating forwards. Mighty Gordon had the pace to get underneath it. Got young Alfie Kinsella on as well. Just trying to see who he's on for. Good strike, but just pushed it a bit right. So that makes the score Highland 51, Grammar 14, with a couple of minutes left. Well taken by Sean Blair. Highland in possession, breaking up the blind side there again. The referee's got his arm out. Ollie Smith doing well again, taking a couple of Grammar defenders with him. Ball's coming wide. It's going to be fast ball, good miss pass. Mighty Gordon's got it again, comes back inside, looking for support. Not needing much at the minute. That's 4 Grammar players he's got through. And Rocco breaks a couple of early tackles. Grammar's flopped over the ball, penalty to Highland.
We've got advantage anyway.
Free ball to Highland. Sean Blair trying to punch a hole in the middle there. Alfie Kinsella out the back door. Highland ending in a flourish here. Still got the penalty, I think. Ollie Smith bursts a few tackles. Nice offload. Andrew Finlater. Highland still in possession, coming wide. Rocco comes back inside, looking for the ball. Mighty Gordon's got it. He's held up well. Good tackle. And touch. Oh, and they come back for the penalty. Great back for Ollie Smith there. And pushing himself forward for man of the match. Quick tap from Stephen Scuba Murray, but he's put on his arse. Highland still in possession, flat pass to Sean Blair, comes back inside. Seamus Ross breaks a couple of tackles, looking for support. Highland looking to come wide, they've got the overlap again, yes, very good. Callum Carson, nice wee pass inside. Rocco to Jamie, very good. Good try. Might be time for one more play after this conversion attempt. So I'd just like to wish everybody a happy Christmas and a prosperous new year. I think if my memory serves me right, we'll be back at Canal Park on the 7th of January. I think it's against GHK. We lost down at GHK in the alternative fixture at the beginning of the season. So Highland will be looking to get the points from that. And Rory Cars makes it this time, and that's the end of the game. Which makes the final score Highland 58, Aberdeen Grammar 14. Thanks to everybody who supported us throughout the year, and I'm going for a Sherbuck.
Well, anytime.